Okay, just started off my day. You guys saw the video probably of me tightening the bolts on this motor on my last repair, tightening them down tight. The one on basically the driver, what would be the driver's side in a car, if you're facing forward, was finger loose. And the other one was, I could turn it with a wrench, it was loose, it wasn't tight. So I still got to get lock washers like I said I would, but been busy working. And now I'm experimenting with something else, guys, because I want to see about capturing some drone style footage. So I got a microphone so I can be able to. Okay, make sure this is nice and tight. Okay. Let's try that out for some footage. And I want to play my little jingle just to see how it picks up through this lapel microphone. And you guys get an overall view down into the valley that I really can't see that good because I'll be riding. So we need tunes, don't we? So we need to go to bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Now hopefully that's the perfect sound level where it don't mess with me.
The little man rolls a dawn.
Oh.
Orange vest on bright. Electric bike coming.
Okay, I don't see no traffic coming. And we roll, guys. Now we're not stopping to excuse me. I'm thinking about feeding the homeless, which is where I'm headed because it's a Saturday morning. It's 8 o'clock, they start at 10. Takes close to an hour to get there, and I get there an hour early so I can clean the parking lot ahead of time. So I'm not going to be doing any picking on the way there unless it's something outrageous like glass or something. Something that will interfere with another bike tire or something. I am carrying a load of women's clothing. I got a pair of men's size 13 shoes, but other than that, not much for men's this week. Today, the women get the treatment, and last week, that's the majority of what they had was women's clothing, so it's a lot harder because there's more men and there's, different sizes. And I don't think I ended up with a hoodie that was size large for the 80-year-old lady who was just homeless, but I told her I would have one this week, so I've got a couple of XXLs. And if there was a garage sale or if I had a way to buy one on the way there, I would stop and just buy her a hoodie. Okay. Yeah, I can tell when I'm pulling a little bit of weight in the trailer because it doesn't want to catch a lot of speed right through there sometimes. Down here it will because it's downhill. That looked almost like an eagle, but no, it couldn't have been. They would have been bigger than that. I think somebody bought that piece of prop, that house. Okay, now we wait. I could have went the other way, but it would have been shorter, but it would have required me pulling some hills that are tough enough on an unloaded trailer with just the tools and what I normally carry. But to have the extra trailer loaded with clothing, yeah, that wouldn't work. extra mile or two this way, a couple miles this way, but safer, easier. I need a lot more music I can play that don't get copyright striked, because on my YouTube, I've already got one video they've blocked because I forgot when I put one of my kitty videos out. It was a video about, it was basically the last day before she was going to be euthanized, and I was playing the song "You Are My Sunshine" in the video, and I forgot about it, that I played it in the video. So yeah, YouTube got me on that one. It was my fault. I did it not realizing it. I was going through some videos quick and just putting them out there because she could probably see I still get choked up and emotional because we were close. But today's going to be a great day. Awesome day. And the traffic is perfect right now. And this is why I like to go far left, because right there is where I hit them bumps and ruts. You hear a little bit of a bounce there. Okay, now we're going to cut across traffic here because we need to be in this lane on this side when we turn left up here. Wow, I still get choked up thinking about Esco. But here's the thing, I will adopt senior cat after senior cat, and I will put myself through that. Because, like the one I got now, she sat in the shelter longer than any other cat. Everybody passing her up because she would hiss and scratch. She did not like to be touched or messed with. And I like to take on difficult problems, because now she's the most awesome cat. She still won't cuddle or love up to you like my last cat. Esco, he would sleep in my arms, cuddle up with me. I mean, at night we go to sleep, he'd be in my arms. Whoa, whoa. See, I don't like when things like that happen. I hope it didn't damage my camera. That makes me mad. Whew. Okay. Don't like that selfie stick. Okay, I am not sure I like that mount there. I didn't. Oh, that flag I probably hit. Yeah, okay. We'll try it again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, but this time we'll lower it a little. We just wanted to see the effect of having it that high. Let's lower it a little and keep a closer eye. Actually, let's bring it in a little too. Yeah, so it's not quite straight up. I mean, it's all an experiment, just to see how the shots are. Just trying to bring you the perfect shots. Let's get that out of the road while we're here. Oh, we don't have a garbage set up, because all our buckets are containing things to take to the shelter. Indeed. Okay. Let me use this bus stop sign, okay, to measure distance. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that mounting pole. Well, I like the pole, I don't like the, okay. Well, I don't like that bracket right there. I should check, make sure it's still filming good because it did take a dive. And drag through the... Oh yeah, there's a scratch on the lens. I am glad that these got these protective covers on this thing. Okay, well, let's experiment with this pole, shall we? How's that for a shot? Now, let's see if it works better on this pole. I don't have all my F-22 quick releases yet, so in other words, I may spin, you guys. I'm just trying to get quick releases like on the camera now so I can just pop the camera off without doing the spin effect. But you spin me right round. Okay. How do we... Oh, this gimbal turns like that, okay. Cool. That's going to be the hard part, finding a good mount. A good mount for this pole. Okay. Make sure we didn't leave nothing behind. I'm glad this camera has image stabilization. I didn't even look, see if I messed up my hair messing with the bike before I left, after I did everything, showered and did my hair and everything. Okay. I don't know if you heard that right pedal scrape. I had my pedal down all the way down and I hit an area where there's a deep drop on a curb entrance. Ooh, I gotta bleed these brakes again. I might have to buy a jug of brake fluid while I'm at the bike shop later. Actually, no, I got a brand new unopened jug, that's right. At all this. This is where I'll eventually get you, scraping off all this sand and dirt, throwing it over the edge, because this is the road I adopted, so eventually I will get to here. Both pedals up midpoint so I don't scrape. It's only supposed to be 62 today, so not sure about the shorts yet. They're underneath. There's the fire department. Okay. At least I got the front and rear brakes working now. Still got to add one more brake caliper to the rear so it's all a matching set of Maguras. But if you're going to get brakes, Magura MT5E is a great start for an e-bike. And I ain't endorsed or sponsored. I just love their product. There is only one drawback I don't like about their brakes, and that is the last brakes had a little pin to hold the brake if you want to stop on a hill or something. But I can understand them not having it. These bikes aren't exactly made for brakes, trikes or stopping on hills. They're usually on mountain bikes and people, racing and, rolling down the road. And two-wheelers, you usually don't stop on a hill and put on an e-bike brake. You stop on a hill and put on a kickstand. Man, see how much wider that curve is right there? That's crazy. And I ain't got no gas edger to try and straighten that out. But it would give back to the sidewalk, make it wider again. Just cruising along, 7 miles an hour. This is the side of the road I gotta be on when I get down to the bottom of the hill, so much easier just to start out on this side. Slow and low, that is the tempo. For handicapped curb entrance, that is. Because doing damage to your trailer can be costly. Oops, no more fence there. I guess they must have painted it with that fence be gone. Oh, excuse me. That is impolite to do on camera. And let's see. I wonder if the microphone is picking up what I am saying right now with traffic and me talking low. If it isn't, this is just an experiment. I will know when I cut the video later. Which reminds me, I have 2 videos from the other day. It takes forever to upload. I go through one of them last night that's 61 minutes long. Spend over an hour doing the editing and everything. Set it up to export to my phone. Wake up this morning, it's not on my phone. It's not in the export file. Something happened with the internet connection, I guess, and file didn't download, and I got to start over. So I still got footage from the other day to put out. Uh-oh, what do I got going on here? Rut road. How the hell? How the hell am I supposed to get past here? Well, excuse my language, sorry. I'm trying to break myself with bad language, but I got to figure out how to change my course now. Man, I can't turn around. I can't back up. Okay, it looks like I got assistance on the way. Let's set the brake and how are you doing today?
Come on, I'll get you through somehow.
Yeah, well,
I'm just not
thinking how
taking
to...
the sidewalk. I'm going to put you down here and get you back up on the sidewalk.
In between the 2 items, the truck and the trailer.
We're
Perfect.
going to wiggle you in through there.
Perfect.
Thanks for not just zooming around my sign.
No, I don't want to make people mad. That's not the object.
Hey. Hold on.
Yep.
Or you're going to give me a ride. I'll jump on.
Either way, don't matter.
Come on.
I'm right behind you, ma'am. Oh yeah, I wasn't going between those 2. Couldn't see from back there. That's fine. You don't even need to move that. Thank you. You have a good day. Thank you, sir. There's like a Jiffy Lube or something coming right there, so doing some work to get her done. And I'm sorry about my language there. I try not to let that slip, but it wasn't because of what they were doing. It's just it was, I guess, more the fact of how am I going to get around this without backing up. So what we're going to do is move their sign and then we'll slide it back because that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Now let's put their sign back in the middle of the road. Middle of the sidewalk. Okay. They're good. I'm good. Hit the cross button. Wait. And little does she know she's made it to YouTube. And all the other guys, but it's always nice to have friendly workers out there. Everybody working together. That's another thing I need to learn. I guess if I'm going to be doing this, I do need to learn how to blur out face and stuff, just in case somebody requests that they don't want to be on footage. Because like I told her, my whole thing is I'm not out there to anger and make people mad. I mean, I want everybody to get along. Trying to have friendly interactions. Yeah, that's the perfect length, I guess. Just slap that one tree, just slap some of y'all upside the head. Well, one branch. Go to the right a little bit this time. We ain't got no room on our bike to be storing no trash. But for right now, because we're loaded full of clothing, but when you see something that big, I mean, that's an eyesore. It's a city eyesore. Dunkin' Donuts. So now we gotta figure out how we're gonna fit it in here. I guess, because you know me, I might pick up some things that I guess I just go with one of my old school bags that I used to use. There's that. And I'm trying to get to the side here though. I gotta learn to park on the side too to be more respectful. I need to, where am I going to strap this now? Right on the front of the bike horn. Maybe. It might fall off and I might have to pick it up and redo it, but we'll see. Time for the jingle. What's that ahead?
The little man rolls at dawn, orange vest on bright, electric bike coming through the morning light.
Like a big piece of
Trailer
cardboard.
full of tools,
Oh man, it's
ready
a
for
pet,
the
an animal.
mile. He scans the
And I don't care if it's wild possum or what, it's still an animal.
smile. Bag by bag he moves, block by
Oh,
block
somebody's
he
kitty.
goes. If the wind
Poor
blows
kitty.
loose, he already knows. Little man,
I can't
pick up the pieces
call him New Kitty,
across the
and I'm not
land.
gonna throw it in a private property's bushes, but I can get it off the road a little more so it doesn't become squashed more. It is somebody's cat after all. Poor kitty.
Washington keeps
kitty.
moving. He's out there every day. Every neighborhood improving. Bottle caps and boxes. They're gone before they stay. He leaves a bit
Okay.
of sidewalk. Ready rides
I'll
away.
ask after I get past these people.
On the back, tools he's got in tow. Hands that do the work.
There's that free bill they put on at James Street Parking right at 10 a.m. Free bill. Downtown Kent, James Street Parking right. It looked like they were less fortunate. And I've been there. Some of you that don't know, while I was dealing with disability issues and stuff, I spent years there. Never spent my time on the street because of drugs, though. But I know the battle.
One clean street at a time, that's how a good one wins.
It's hard for some people to have compassion. It's hard for some people to have compassion for others unless they have experienced it themselves and know what it's like. Okay, what I was going to ask before I had company back there is, in a situation like that, I cannot put it on someone's private property, so I can't throw it on the other side of the sidewalk. And I don't have no place to bury it, so what would you do? You think I should bag it up and haul it somewhere and give it a proper burial, which is what I was thinking about doing. But it's the matter of hauling a critter like that around on your, on your bike, and till the later in the day when you get a chance to, I don't know. Almost seems disrespectful to me somehow. I don't know. I hate to see a kitty cat lose their life, though. That saddens me. Any animal, actually. If it would have been a possum, I would have felt the same. Okay. Now here's where we... Okay. We have 4 of these in a row, and then we have clear passage without mailbox. Okay, 2. This one's actually a little bit wider opening, but still gotta watch the rear tires, because coming back up is a different story because the mirror wants to hit on the mailbox. And an abandoned house. That is ghetto fabulous. Nice piece of land with it too. Another abandoned business. I think it was tied to that house. Okay. Now this curb entrance is kind of junky. It faces that way, but I gotta go that way. One thing I try to break myself of is swearing, because a man of integrity does not swear, does not drink, does not smoke, does not do illicit drugs. And I got all that covered. Oh, baby bunny. Just saw baby bunny. Don't know if y'all saw that. I'll just try and zoom in on that later when I cut the video. And we're approaching the last mailbox. Looking good. You know, if there is one artist that I wish I could put on every one of my recordings and listen to all the time when I'm out picking, if I had the copyright approval, which I don't, is Michael Bublé. I love his music. And most of the time, if I'm not recording and that's what I'm playing, I gotta try some tracks of Michael Bublé that I play. but I can't play it for y'all because, you know, copyright things. Rolling down the highway. Let's see what we got. 3.2 miles in so far today. Up the curb, down the curb. Okay, sit on the seat instead of standing on the pedals. Yeah, I talk to myself when I don't got music. That, and I'm trying to see how well this microphone on my lapel will pick up with the sound of this rushing traffic right by me. I know it would drown out the music. I played my jingle the other day in one of the ones I have to cut, and pretty sure it was cutting out the sound because of the noise of the traffic. Okay, let's see here if we're gonna bang. Yep, we're gonna hit. Just brushed off the lenses, but I am hoping that scratch protective lens does not damage the video quality. Because I wouldn't want to have to turn this into a selfie because I really don't like showing myself unless I have to. Perfect timing. Because right after these guys turn is when the light is supposed to change if you're here to hit the button. Yellow light and then red, and then I should get the wall. Unless I rolled up. Yep, I rolled up too late. They're the stick coming this way, so they're gonna get the wall. Rolled up and hit the button just the wrong time. See that? Oh, I gotta adjust that. Plus, I gotta find the wrenches and adjust my seat next. I'm sure it'll wait till I get downtown. Okay, now we wait for them to go again. Yellow turn signal again. Red, now we should up. There we go. We just pulled up and hit the button as they were already getting ready to turn, so our timing was not efficient. We should have been pedaling faster. Well, pedal a tick. So, can this microphone detect my voice now while I am pretty much close to a whisper? I will find out later. Okay, what's my favorite song? In order, first one is, oh, hold on. Michael Bublé, Haven't Met You Yet. And it's true, I haven't met the one yet. Oh, hey, Mike. We'll tighten that brake pedal down a little more. There we go. True, I have not met her yet. Okay. Someday, someway. My second favorite song would have to be Steve Holy, Good Morning Beautiful. And the third one is probably, again, Michael Bublé. It's a beautiful day. My favorite movie, Last of the Dogmen, which you can see free on YouTube. The narrated version is the best, in my opinion. Because these are all just opinions. Everybody has their own. Slowly bring the tires of the trailer up. Okay, huge piece of cardboard. We gotta at least take the big stuff, even if we can't afford to pick all the littles. Even if we can't pick all the littles, at least get the big ones. Okay. And we roll. Catch a jingle again, huh? Why not? Come on, gloves. You got the finger to touch the button. The gloves are made for that. I'm going to assume that gas can probably belonged to that church. On the other side of a private fence, I ain't touching it. If somebody was throwing it away, they should have thrown it on this side. It would have been hauled right now. Oh, I love it. Boy, I need to come back and shovel all that gravel back in.
Washington keeps moving. He's out there every day, every neighborhood improving. Bottle caps and boxes, gone before they stay. He leaves a better sidewalk when he rides away. She on the back, tools he's got in tow, hands that do the work. People all know.
Just can't resist. We missed that light up there, but it ain't in no hurry. This ain't no race.
how a good one pieces all across the land. Orange, red, shining, community
Because I don't have a lot of room right now. Excuse me. I didn't lose my stomach contents enough this morning, I guess. Hypersalivation due to neurological brain deficits from a traumatic brain injury. Fun stuff. 18 and a half years coughing every day. From the saliva. Hypersalivation. I hate that word, never wished I'd ever heard it. But I love life. I will not let nothing get me down or discourage me. Is that an orange vest I see up ahead? Oh, maybe not. Always wait for the light, because I have insurance on this thing, fully insured, and insurance don't work if you're the cause of the accident. You don't run out in front of a light that ain't giving you the signal. And even sometimes that don't work. Those of you that know me know. Why? Second time it's bounced out of the bike. Never done that before, but all of a sudden it's starting to bounce out from that spot. So it's put it in a different spot where it's went in. Okay. As I was saying, those of you who know me a while, a little over a year and a half ago, I was T-boned. I had the crosswalk, the signal, everything was mine. That was at a T intersection with people turning onto the main road, had a no stop on red, and decided to run it with me in the crosswalk, not paying attention to where they were going, and yeah, boot on my foot, all that fun stuff, can't ride, yeah. And after that, I went and invested in this train horn that sits on the front of this bike. Next time I'm hollering at somebody, they're gonna hear me. They're not gonna run into me. Because I had full attention. I was trying to get out of the way, but unattended drivers, and their excuse was they were in a hurry. They were headed to pick their kid up from the nursery. So you had to in a hurry to pick your kid up from the nursery, and in a hurry to try and put me in the grave. Hurrying gets you nowhere. Patience. Don't wait till the last minute to leave. That's always fun when someone hits you and you get slapped to the ground like that when you've already got a traumatic brain injury and you've already had 2 spinal fusion surgeries. That could have went a lot better, worse. So that's why I'm always thankful for everything. I mean, it could have been worse. Well, I could be dead or I could be paralyzed. And here we go, more stuff in the road. This time it looks like it's paraphernalia. some kind of Pokemon card. Some kind of paraphernalia. Come on, get in the bag. There you go. Good boy. Okay. Now. There. You know, folks, I guess I should have wore a belt today. What's around here? Staples. Fairly new to this area, but I don't think there's anything around here where I can buy a size large woman's hoodie. Oh, way down there is the thrift store, but that doesn't open until later, and that's farther down the road. Let's see, we're walking forward there. I think what I need to do is move this over closer, strap it to the air horn, so it doesn't bounce much. But we're going to go up a little. Just PP, just to test the heights. We roll. Perfect. One of the original reasons I started forcing myself to use the trailer every day, besides the capability for hauling and all the tools, was I reasoned that if I rode it every day, I would get good at backing it up, maneuvering it around corners, maneuvering it through crosswalks, around poles. I basically learned to use it as an extension of the bike. Like right here. Left a little, then right, and then here's the pole. And ooh, almost not that big pole there. I need to tighten my seat down. It's a bit loose and looser, but the thing to do it is in the bottom of, well, I got a trailer I can unload things onto. That's one thing about it, when you ride as much as me, you're constantly having to tighten down everything. Come on, give me the... I know the pedals aren't cooperating and moving, so I can get my feet on them. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Coming up behind you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Have a good day. Sometimes they're wearing earbuds and they cannot hear me. But you have to let them know that you are there. Because in the past I have had people walking and I'm coming up behind them as they're walking away, and all of a sudden they start drifting to the left at the last minute right in front of you. So unless you want to hurt people, just give them a warning. And sometimes they got music jamming in their ears so loud they can't hear the warning, and you gotta do this. That gets their attention. You can see these left edges from the tree stuff falling and rotting over the years. And this is the perfect place. I would love to have one of them bike lane street sweepers. But till then, I'll probably come by here with my scooper and shovel it over the edge, pick up the litter. Okay. Okay, I got an itch at the back of my knee. I gotta stop and scratch. Having it coming down that hill. Okay. Oh, let's lock the brake. and have a sipper of chocolate milk. Because of the way my stomach is in the morning, I can't process food for quite a while. Even though I wake up famished and starving and out of energy. And discovered years ago, chocolate milk works awesome for situations like that. So it helps fight away the hunger until my stomach is good enough to allow me to put something in it. I don't remember what that little pull-off was, but yeah, this was all awesome shape years, well, when I went to school. Pick up a piece of metal so some tire doesn't throw it into somebody's windshield. Run smooth, still a good bearing. Somebody lost their bearings. Okay. Over the hill and down the hill is the Mill Creek Earthworks Park. Mill Creek Earthworks Park. So you come down the hill on this side, pretty much a continuous sidewalk. If you come down that side, apartment entrance, street entrance, house entrance, another street entrance, apartment entrance, ditto, ditto, ditto. All the way down. Check out that tree still hanging in there. To the far right of those. I've smacked those pillars once. They're concrete filled metal tubes. Ain't no fun. Or as we used to say back in the day, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. You have to turn that sharp, the trailer comes off a little hard. So does the bike a little bit, but we don't always have the option of going wide into the road if there's traffic. And then here's another one where we got to enter on because we can't get into traffic. Let's try the switchback. I normally don't come this way, but this time I am. Normally, I go that way and cut through. But, straighten up, camera. Yeah, I gotta put a strap on you. I have to move you closer to the air horn and strap you just so you don't move forward. It's a good, nice, light, heavy-duty, long selfie pole, but finding the right bracket to hold the selfie pole on a bike, not all of them have good grippage. Okay, here we go. Bouncing. Bouncing Betty. Woo! Oh, we can't go around that pole. Sometimes things are built in a way that will fit a normal bike, but not a trike. Why not? We could fit that, but why not? Let's see if we go. Well, we got to cross anyway, so it doesn't matter. But we can't go straight because there's a spot there where there's another pole in the sidewalk. So we have to go this way. And we are going to make a pit stop on the way because this, excuse me, ma'am, this seat is bothering me, its looseness. And I loaded the wrench, the tool the other day because I discovered that it's got a huge hex key on it. Okay, so I'm going to complete stop. And then turn. Okay, now let's make sure there ain't nobody trying to run a red light before we cross over here. Best bike shop this end of South King County and in Kent. They open at 10 and I will be there after I get done with the homeless feed. well over 1 o'clock. Pick up more parts and supplies to finish working on me bike. Just noticed my rear view mirror is not rear viewing correctly. And complete stop. And we roll. I miss my old friend John Shelter. Lost touch a long time ago. Heard he was down in this area of Kent. I don't think he's around anymore. I retired back to my hometown, decided to look for some old friends. After discovering the first 3 of them are no longer around, I stopped looking for old friends. If I run into them, I run into them. Okay. It actually took us an hour and a half to get down here, which is slow. We usually take an hour, but why did it take so long? Oh yeah, I stopped to pick up a few pieces of trash, stopped to tighten the bolts on the motor. Yep. Okay, let's get high, people. Let's get higher. Whoa, let's not. Let's not. Because this bracket is not ready yet. Yeah, down. Down, boy, down. That was crazy. I almost hit myself in the head with the selfie pole. Come on. Or did I miss it? Well, I'm thinking about the selfie pole. Did I miss it? Maybe this light just ain't working. Oh, there it is. Maybe it is working. Okay. This is where we have the homeless feed on the Saturday mornings. And we usually have it right here. So now we are going to find someplace else to, we're going to, well, dig up the tools and fix this seat that's about to fall apart, that's irritating the bejeebers out of me. Broken glass. Man, how many times have I cleaned this parking lot and it don't do a lick of good. And a lot of it's the homeless camping idea. Be respectful of your surroundings. The only drawback, I guess, to camping here, since they allow it, is there's no garbage can facilities. No way to dump. So what we're going to do is go over here. Yeah, I spent 8.5 hours cleaning this parking lot. Next time I came back, it was like this again. And I can't keep doing it if the city's not going to provide some kind of can for these people, or garbage cans out here, dumpsters, something. So, what we're going to do is, let's see, that's clothing donation, bags and clothing donation. Break bleed kit, bags for donation, ice baby. Okay. See, towels for working under the bike. Now, let's just see if it is in the tool bag. Okay, so if we didn't put it back in this tool bag, those will not be the okay, so it's not in that tool bag, it's in that tool bin. Okay, break bleed stuff and self-poles, donations, and a trailer full of more donations in the back. Okay, let's see what we got here. Extra stuff for taping our signs on the bike and stuff. Until we get our signs perfected. Eventually what we want to have is scannable QR codes all the way around the bike. For my GoFundMe, for my Facebook, for my YouTube. I already got the YouTube. For my Facebook group. I mean, if I can find one app that I can have someone scan it and bring them all up with links to go to all of them, that would be awesome too. That car just passed twice. Most likely, yeah, they actually do driver training in this parking lot. Okay, first aid kit, body chest mount for the camera, tripod, microphone bag, extra sun hat. This dirty laundry, this needs to go back in the house at home. That should have been taken out. Okay. Extra beanie cap. Yeah, I keep a lot of extra tire pump. There's what I'm looking for. Okay. So this would do, let's see. Think how I'm going to do this. That's the wrench in, but I still need the socket in. Okay, I guess we got to go deeper. This is where I carry the stuff that I might need right away for repairs or maintenance, or putting up new signs, or affixing new people's signs, label printer. Why are they not in that? So they should have been. I might need that shelf to stand up pole. Let's see, what do we got here? Yep, they're in the bottom of this one. All the extra nuts and bolts and things to add on. Because I got hooks I'm adding on. I got to add on all the way around so my net will fit better when I'm hauling big loads. Okay, now that we know where they're at. See, this is the issue. Can you see that? That's because things loosen up. Okay, that's the right size. Don't need the socket. Oh, wrong direction. Tighten. Tight. Now she's snug. Put the lunchbox down in there. Oh yeah. Now she's not bouncing around. Okay. Okay, what else we got that'll fit down in there? Okay. There was something else I saw here. Another piece of trash. Where was it? Huh. I saw it. Okay. Well, trash bag right there. Brake lever. Oh, what did I say last week? As soon as the event was over, the 4 porta potties that were here are taken away. But hey, a good sniff. Yep. This parking lot's starting to remind me of downtown Seattle, and that is in the means that it smells like piss. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the first aid kit needs to be put away. We don't want somebody jacking that. So that can stay out. That is only till I mix 1 gallon of gas again. I gotta buy 1 gallon, mix it with a jug that only has enough for a 2-gallon mix. And then I don't need this anymore. Well, not with me, it'll stay at home. Now, we talk about inspiration. Man, I love it. It's because y'all ain't seeing what I'm seeing. I'll show you what I was seeing. See that? Someone else out here cleaning the parking lot, picking it up. And the area that I cleaned is actually still fairly clean. We got a take a scroll. Oh wow, there's several. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wow, look at this. Wow. I love it. I love it. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing all right.
What group are you guys?
Are you familiar with geocaching?
Yep.
We're a group of Washington State geocachers.
Sweet. I just did this whole parking lot 3 weeks ago. Glass and everything. That's what I do all full time.
Oh,
I come down here on Saturdays because they feed the homeless down here too. I help clothing and feeding.
we're out here about once a month. This is our third month in a row at this.
Yeah. Yeah, this one gets bad. And the thing is, because they don't have no garbage dumping facility for nobody. If they had garbage cans here, it probably wouldn't be as bad.
Be less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a dumpster not many people know about right over there that we use for the feed and stuff like that. Cool. Thank you. You have a good day.
Hey, you do.
Ow! My pedal was too low there for scrapage. Okay. Let's do the sweep up. They're going to do the litter pickup. Let's do the sweep up. Oh, I thought they were cooked noodles at first. That's good. I'm glad they aren't. Those get stickier. These got cooked or something. That's what I do. Cool. someone going to clean up, I can concentrate on the stuff that's they can't really pick up with a picker. Okay. Is that glass? Is that glass? Oh yeah. Good, they can take care of the litter, we'll take care of the glass. That's cool. It's something I wanted to get into for a long time, was geocaching. Never did. No excuse, because it really don't take much to get into it, but life, litter picking, you know. Wow, it's actually getting warm enough. I gotta take my jacket off. Okay, that's much better. Hello, ma'am. What? Yeah, I saw that.
But you look more official.
That's cool. They do this area once a month. Cool. Oh. Amarillo berry buns. Huh. Oh, back here. Let's look for, since they're doing a lot of cleanup, let's look for glass and stuff. Big stuff that needs to be swept up. Okay. Now let's play our jingle.
stone bright, electric bike humming through the morning light. Trailer full of tools, ready for the mile. He scans the curbside line with a working man's smile. Bag by bag, he moves, block by block he goes. If the wind blows loose, he already knows. Little man, little man, little man, little man, picking up the pieces all across the land. Little man, little man, little man, little man, keeping our home clean day in and day out, man. Covington, Washington keeps moving. He's out there every day, every neighborhood improving. Bottle caps and boxes, they're gone before they stay. He leaves a better sidewalk when he rides away. Sheet on the back, tools he's got in tow, hands that do the work. People all know.
I guess they figured I was going to do this here. I was just going to try to get the glass. They just walked away. Okay. That's fine. I can do that. I was going to come here to do this type of stuff anyway. Up until they start feeding the homeless lady. This is actually easier than a little picker for big parking lots. Cigarette butts, everything.
Every picked up rapper is a neighbor's love. Covington and Kent feel the pride he brings. One clean street at a time. That's how it
That'll need to be scraped.
picking up the pieces all across the land.
Okay, we're going to do some scraping there. Or maybe they realized I was recording and that's why they didn't come this way. Either way, it's all good. Either way, I understand. Okay, let's get some of this done. Well, there's some more glass right there. More glass. Here they come. We got a whole mess of people. Stop recording.